That was Grammostola pulchripes, also known as the Chaco golden-kneed tarantula, also known as a lot of people's worst nightmare. While terrifying to many, is it possible that tarantulas are merely misunderstood creatures that have gotten a bad rep? Let's talk about it. That's what I've got here, the Chaco golden-kneed tarantula. That's a New World species native to Argentina and Paraguay. They opt out of the web life. They're more terrestrial organisms. They burrow down deep into the desert floor as opposed to actually spinning a web like a lot of other spiders do. Tarantulas are cold-blooded, with absolutely no ability to regulate their body temperature. They tend to prefer desert or subtropical climates. Tarantulas can live surprisingly long for spiders, with males living up to 5 years and females that can live from 15 to 25 years. I have web on my nose. I have silk on my nose. Okay. They leave tripwires wherever they go. They actually line their burrows with it. So when an insect walks past, it hits the tripwire and then... Tarantulas will eat anything they can kill, from small insects to rodents to reptiles and amphibians. They are armed with 2 massive fangs that are used to impale and inject their prey with venom to paralyze it until its heart stops. Tarantulas eat an entirely liquid diet, and so what happens is the venom breaks down the actual prey item, and so the tarantula will consume it in a liquid form. Although tarantulas have 8 eyes, they're all clustered on the top of the spider's head. They mostly rely on sensing vibrations to get a feel of what's around them. You can see when a tarantula walks. They stick their legs out far in front of them, kind of in the same way we do when we walk through a dark room trying to find the light switch. Like sharks, spiders have become synonymous with fear. Arachnophobia is one of the world's most common phobias. Studies have even shown that these evolutionary fears are built into us from birth, as opposed to being learned behaviors. This is due to genes being passed down from our ancestors, who had to be hyper-aware of dangerous animals in their environment. What a majority of people really don't realize is that, yes, while there are some spiders out there that are dangerous, most species of tarantula are actually pretty calm and pretty docile. A lot of the time they're pretty skittish and actually quite shy. Tarantulas would much rather run away or hide than actually inflict a bite onto a person. Even when tarantulas do bite people, most of the time the venom itself is no worse than a bee sting. You'll have some pain, you'll have some swelling in the area, and you might feel a little nauseous. Unless you have an allergic reaction to the venom, it's not going to be a big issue. Tarantulas from old world locations such as Australia and Africa tend to be more aggressive than tarantulas from new world locations such as Argentina, Brazil, the southern US, Mexico, all these other countries. The new world species tend to be a lot more calm, a lot more docile. Though they are creepy and they are crawly, tarantulas are no different than any other animal on the planet. They do what they can to survive, just like you and me. There's something to be said about our relationship with nature when it comes to the things that are strange and mysterious to us. Insects and arachnids are among the more alien-looking species in our world, which can make them at times extremely hard to relate to. It has always been human nature to fear the things we don't yet understand. But all it takes is an open mind to realize that, like most things in life, there is always something stunning within the scary.